Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Difia Octafani, and I'm going to present my critical reading assignment about an article titled When Amy Met Duane Online from Reader's Digest International, February 2017, on page 65 to 71. Okay, so in this presentation, I'm going to talk about the summary of the article, the relation to current condition, the critical opinion, and question and answer session. So let's begin to talk about the summary of the article. Okay, so it started to introduce Amy, a 57 years old widow who's living alone. Even though her family is near, but she decided to live alone because she felt she didn't feel free to meet many men. So it is implicitly Amy is a lonely woman and want to have a serious relationship with a man. And then in autumn 2013, she started to play online dating sites and found Duane, who's really near to her type, and she called him as her 100% match. They started to chat with email and text until they started to be closer, and they emailing more and more. Even she started being open to him about her private life. Day by day, many suspicious things happened. Duane's spelling, which is D-U-A-N-E, changed into Duane, D-W-A-Y-N-E. But she didn't really care and continued communicating with him. And then Duane started to share about his money problem, and it touched Amy's heart. So she lent him her money. At first, it's not a big amount of money, but then he promised to meet her, but he always said that he got immigration problem that he needed more and more money. Amy actually kind of doubt, but she still want to meet him immediately, so she lent more and more money until $300,000. So because he still did not come, Amy started to be more suspected. She searched his picture in Google Image and she found random man image, so it was not his real picture. She also found many articles about online dating fraud or scam. And then she decided to contact FBI and reported her problem. And it was true, there were many cases like this before, but the agent rarely told about the frauds because it is not easy to find them. The agent also told that they often used love as the motive in this case. They were still trying to find the fraud. And then, yeah, Amy was disappointed, and it mentioned that the victims should accept to end the relationship. They usually did victim blamings about their feeling, their love that it happened to them. They also usually want to reveal the fraud. So did Amy. She persuaded him to reveal the truth with $50,000. However, he never revealed it. Yeah, what a regretful incident. Okay, first I want to ask to you guys, do you ever play online dating sites or application like this before? Or do you ever have a deep communication with stranger in internet?
Yes.
Okay, so you have ever. I personally never use online dating sites or application. Even I rarely interaction with stranger in social media. So I hope it won't happen to us. Okay, let's move to the next session. I'll relate the article to our current condition. First, let's talk about behaviors in online interaction nowadays, which is similar to this case. So, many people still use fake or anonymous accounts in internet and online dating sites to have a deep communication with others. Some of them are not a fraud, but they just use it for their comfort or their own purposes. But some of them are use fake profile because they are not confident about their look or their own profile. So they want to attract people and they can do what they like without being rejected. Another behavior is unawareness. Some of us are still unaware in communicating with strangers in internet. We still have a deep communication and give our private life about our hobby, our private things, even though we don't know who they really are in the real world. So I I really recommend that we should be aware and limit our interaction with strangers in internet. Okay, then there are many cases like this, especially during pandemic. Many people communicate with others online, and romance motive leads to these cases. First, there are money or fraud cases. So case, similar case happened on May 2020, where an old woman also got cheated and lost her money. Then there are also murders or violences. Yes, uh, there are a murder case which started from online dating application that happened in Indonesia on September 2020. And besides, if you are on Twitter or social media, you may have heard about sexual harassment cases between two strangers. And Twitter, like, it's built in the thread in Twitter. So the case is about a stranger which have a deep communication, even intimate text or chat, until one of them are use another one privacy for their own purposes. Okay, I think that's all about my presentation. Oh, I forgot about this. And then there are critical opinions about the article. So, in my opinion, this article gives lesson to us and be a reminder to make us more aware about interaction with stranger. So, I hope this case won't happen to us later. And then it mentioned love many times as the reason why people losing their mind and do everything for their love. So I hope love won't let us to do everything. So we still use our brain even though we have a big love to somebody. And then I think some people with fake account are not confident with their own looks. So I think we should stop judging people from their looks, especially only from the internet, because we don't know how they look, how they really look, and how they behave, because we really don't know about them. Okay, that's all about my presentation. And then we move to question and answer session. If you have a question, please mention your name. Do you have any question?
Ade, please.
Okay, Ade.
I wanna ask to you, do this article have hiding purpose like persuading us to not using online dating sites?
Okay, I think no. It is not persuading us to stop using online dating sites. This article focuses on the incident to make us aware about this case. It also mentioned love many times as a drug or a reason why people losing their mind. I think that's all. Did I answer your question, Ade?
Yes, it's Crowley.
Okay, thank you. Next, who want to ask question?
Aurora, please.
Okay, Aurora.
My questions is, why do you think Amy thought about the man's truth instead of her about her money?
Okay, in this article, it is true that it is not implied that Amy worried about her money. But I think she concerned about her money, but it is not mentioned in the article because it focuses on the victim's action after it happened to them. And Amy want to make the criminal, the fraud, reveal the truth and stop doing criminal. I think that's all. Did I answer your question, Aurora?
Yes, Divya, thank you.
Okay, next.
Rita, please.
Okay, Rita.
Okay, my question is, how do you think to stop cases like this happen?
Okay, I think it is a little bit impossible to stop because crime will always exist and there are many people around the world. And however, we can prevent these incidents happen to us. Like I said before, we must be aware about how to communicate with stranger and limit our interaction to stranger. We can focus to our real environment rather than look for someone who's far and unknown. I also hope that people do not do everything only for money. Instead, they can gain money in a good way. Thank you. Did I answer your question, Rita?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for your kind attention and your nice questions. I think that's all from my presentation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.